My beloved one, listen closely and do not let your attention drift, because what I am about to release is not ordinary, it is not casual, it is not something that passes by like a whisper in the wind. This moment is divine, charged, and holy. God Himself has ordered that your ears should hear these words, and your heart should carry them like fire. When the heavens bend low and when the archangels bow in silence, it is because a secret from eternity is being unveiled, and today you are the chosen one standing in that space of revelation. Stay right here, do not blink, do not wander, for the very air you breathe now is heavy with prophetic truth. God says, I order you to open this now. This is not a suggestion, this is not an idea that you may consider later, this is the command of the Almighty. Why? Because the veil that has covered the face of a person has just been torn away, and the truth of their heart is no longer hidden. Someone in your life has carried thoughts that were not for your good, they smiled when they saw you but in the silence of their mind they plotted differently. Yet today, the Lord says, I am exposing what was hidden, I am unveiling the one who desired harm, I am bringing the name out into the light. Can you feel it? Heaven is restless, angels are on alert, the Spirit is breathing so heavily that your own chest rises with a fire you cannot explain. The atmosphere is not casual, it is trembling because justice has entered the room. You are wondering, why have I been feeling such strange heaviness? Why does it feel like eyes are on me, yet no one speaks? God answers you now, because there was an unseen hand, an invisible intent, a mask that has finally cracked. But pause here, my child, because before you rush to fear, before you let worry sit upon your heart, know this, exposure is not for your destruction, exposure is for your protection. The reason God is speaking with such force is because heaven has chosen to shield you before anything could touch you. The reason this message reaches your ears before the 24th of September is because there is a heavenly deadline, and the Spirit refuses to let you miss it. You are not alone, you are not abandoned, you are not left uncovered. Archangel Michael himself has been standing at the gate of your life, sword drawn, waiting for the moment to strike down every secret plan. Now listen carefully. The identity of this person is not just revealed in heaven's scrolls, it is being revealed to your spirit even as I speak. That unease you've carried, that silent whisper that told you this one is not what they seem, was not paranoia, it was prophecy. You were not imagining the shift in their tone, the inconsistency in their affection, the way their words sweetened but their eyes carried shadows. That was God giving you discernment, preparing you for this very confirmation. Stay with me, because this is where your story begins to change. Every time someone raised their hand against a chosen one in Scripture, heaven always moved with sudden power. When Haman plotted against Mordecai, God turned the gallows he built against himself. When Pharaoh tightened his grip on Israel, the Red Sea opened in their favor. And now, as this name is brought to light, so too shall every plan collapse before it touches you. Do not scroll, do not turn away, because the story is only deepening. God says, I saw what they thought of you. I saw the jealousy in their heart. I saw the words they whispered when they thought no one was listening. And I, the Lord, could not remain silent. That is why the heavens ordered this message. That is why your spirit is restless. Because today, the truth is no longer buried. The name that heaven reveals is not just a person, it is a season of betrayal, a mask of falsehood, a shadow that tried to walk beside your light. And as this name is released into your spirit, you will notice the freedom in your heart, the release in your chest, the clarity in your mind. Because what once confused you, what once drained you, what once tangled your emotions in silence, is now untangled by divine light. And here is the promise: before the 24th of September, you will see with your own eyes a shift so clear that you cannot deny God was speaking. A conversation will expose. A slip of the tongue will reveal. A sudden event will make the hidden plain. And you will remember this moment, this very message, and say, God spoke to me before it happened. So stay here, stay awake, keep your spirit open. Because the one who orders you to open this is not just revealing danger, he is confirming destiny. What the enemy meant for harm will become the platform for your elevation. What someone tried to steal will become multiplied in your hands. What they meant to block will be the very door God Himself swings wide for you. Beloved, do not move, do not scroll, for this is the hour where secrets unfold and heaven itself watches whether you will hold on until the very end. The Spirit of God is breathing through these words, and as you hear them, your heart is being lifted into the chamber of revelation where the curtains are torn and nothing remains hidden. God says, I am not only revealing the identity of the one who wished you harm, I am also restoring the dignity that was stolen from you by their hidden thoughts. Every step you took, heaven recorded. Every tear you shed in silence, heaven carried. Every night you went to sleep with questions burning in your chest, the angels stood around your bed whispering, hold on, because the truth will come. And now, on this very day, your soul is hearing what you were destined to hear. That person who cloaked themselves in love yet carried betrayal is being uncovered. Their name has been written in the book of exposure, and the heavens are declaring that their mask cannot last beyond this moment. Pay close attention. You will begin to notice signs, subtle at first, then thunderous. Their speech will stumble, their excuses will falter, their eyes will avoid yours. This is not coincidence, this is confirmation. For God says, I will cause the hidden to stumble upon their own words so that my child may finally know the truth. Do you see how heaven fights for you? Do you feel how the Spirit moves like fire in your bones even as you listen? That is because you are standing in the fire of unveiling, and no shadow can survive when God commands the light. Stay here, stay tuned, because this is more than just exposure, it is empowerment. When the enemy is unmasked, the child of God rises in confidence. You are no longer second-guessing yourself, you are no longer doubting your instincts, you are no longer questioning if you imagined the shift. Heaven confirms, you were right. You discerned correctly. And now I, the Lord, am showing you why. And now I speak to your destiny. This exposure is the key that unlocks your next door. This unveiling is the bridge that carries you into your promise. Because the person who sought to delay you cannot hold what God has already released in your name. They cannot block what heaven has signed, sealed, and delivered. The very fact that you are watching, the very fact that your ears are open, is proof that you are chosen to cross into a greater dimension of blessing. So remain. Do not shift your eyes. This is the moment to cling tightly, for the truth is rolling like thunder. And as you receive it, I charge you, let your voice echo back into the heavens. Type in the comments below, declare it boldly, I receive this revelation. I claim this protection. I walk into my promise. For every time you declare, you are stamping heaven's seal upon your life. And hear me clearly. If this word is piercing your soul, do not keep it hidden. Share this with someone who needs light in the middle of their confusion. Share it, because heaven's messages are not meant to be buried, they are meant to flow like rivers. And as you share, you are planting seeds of breakthrough not only for yourself but for others walking in darkness. Beloved one, subscribe and stay connected, because heaven has not finished speaking. What you are hearing now is only a fraction of the thunderstorm of blessing about to rain upon your life. When you subscribe, you are saying, I choose to remain under the covering of revelation. I choose to walk daily with divine truth. This is not just about following a voice, this is about anchoring yourself where heaven is constantly pouring. And so I declare, before the 24th of September, you will see a sign that no human hand could orchestrate. The name will not just be a whisper, it will be written plainly before you. And when that moment comes, you will say, surely God prepared me for this. Surely I was not left blind. Surely I am protected by His mighty hand. Stay, beloved, stay with me, because we are only halfway through this river of revelation. The water is rising, the current is pulling, and the blessing that was delayed is about to flood your soul. The exposure is not the end, it is only the beginning. Stay right here, beloved, because what is unfolding in this moment is not a story you can afford to pause, not a revelation you can postpone. The heavens are leaning low, and the voice of God is whispering with the weight of thunder, I am not only exposing, I am rearranging. I am not only revealing, I am rewriting. Every chapter that someone thought they could manipulate, every line of your destiny they tried to edit in the shadows, is now being rewritten by the author of eternity himself. You asked questions in silence. Why do I feel drained around them? Why do my dreams stir with warnings? Why do I sense something, but no proof appears? God answers you now, because your spirit was already seeing what your eyes had not yet seen. The reason your heart was restless is because heaven was trying to signal you. The reason this message has been ordered into your life is because the veil is lifting, and the mask can no longer remain. Picture this: Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your life, holding the scroll of your destiny in one hand and the flaming sword of justice in the other. He has circled your name in fire, declaring to the heavenly council, "This one is chosen, this one is covered, this one cannot be touched by deceit any longer." Every whisper of betrayal that floated against you is now silenced by the roar of truth. Every plan to dim your light is now consumed by the blaze of exposure. Stay with me, because this is where heaven leans closer. God says, the identity of the one who sought harm is revealed not to break your heart, but to heal it. Not to shatter your trust, but to purify it. Not to make you bitter, but to make you wiser, sharper, stronger. This unveiling is a gift, though it stings at first, because what once confused you will no longer have power over you. You will begin to notice the signs as the days unfold. Their actions will contradict their words. Their gestures will betray their intentions. The truth will slip from their lips without warning, because God has decreed, "I will make them stumble over their own lies so that my child will see with clarity." Beloved, does your soul not burn at this? Does your spirit not rise in confidence knowing that the one who formed the galaxies has stepped into your story with his own hand? And here is a secret: when heaven exposes, heaven also elevates. Every time a mask is torn away, a crown is released. Every time a false one is removed, a true helper appears. Do not fear the exposure, for it is not emptiness that follows, but fullness. God is not just removing, He is replacing. He is not just cutting away, He is planting anew. Hear the Spirit's whisper now: the one who wished you harm will not have the last word. The one who envied your light will not sit in your seat. The one who tried to close your doors will live to see them swing wide open before your face. You, child of heaven, will walk into rooms they swore you would never enter. You will sit at tables they thought you would never reach. You will carry blessings they believed you could never hold. For what God decrees cannot be reversed, what heaven writes cannot be erased. So hold on, remain here, because the very atmosphere around you is shifting as these words reach your ears. Can you feel it? That release in your chest, that sudden strength in your spirit, it is the confirmation that you are not just listening, you are receiving. Every syllable is pressing a seal upon your destiny, every word is weaving the thread of divine assurance around your soul. Before the 24th of September, a window will open, and through it the truth will pour like light into a dark room. You will not have to chase it, it will come to you. You will not have to dig, it will stand before you. And when it happens, your spirit will remember this very moment and declare, God prepared me, God preserved me, God positioned me. Stay with me until the end, beloved, for we are walking a narrow bridge of revelation, and on the other side of it is not fear, not pain, but freedom. The identity revealed is not your downfall, it is your deliverance. The name unmasked is not your grief, it is your gateway. And the reason you are still here, still listening, still holding on, is because your destiny refuses to be delayed one day longer. Beloved soul, stay right here, for the river of revelation is not finished flowing. The words you are hearing now are not random syllables, they are currents of eternity, carrying you into the center of God's plan for your life. He says, I ordered you to open this now because delay was no longer permitted, because exposure had to come, because your destiny cannot remain in the shadows any longer. Feel the weight of this. The heavens did not release this message for everyone, it was carved for you. Your name was pressed upon the scrolls of light, and heaven whispered, send it now, before the 24th of September, before my chosen one misses the moment of unveiling. That is why you are here, right now, caught in this holy second, where every word is hammering chains off your life. The identity of the one who sought harm has already been lifted from secrecy into the open. Their name, their intention, their disguise, it is unraveling before the eyes of heaven, and soon, it will be undeniable before yours. But pause and understand, this revelation is not to make you afraid, it is to make you free. This name does not carry your future, God does. This exposure is not your weakness, it is your weapon. Do you see the shift? Do you feel the clarity rising in your chest? That is the Spirit confirming that everything you suspected, everything you sensed, was not your imagination. God says, I placed discernment in you, and now I confirm it before your eyes. The mask has been lifted, and what once drained you will no longer control you. And here is the beauty of heaven's order, when one mask falls, 10 doors open. When one false presence is removed, a flood of true blessings arrive. This exposure is not subtraction, it is multiplication. You are stepping into a season where what was blocked will flow, where what was delayed will accelerate, where what was stolen will be returned sevenfold. And all of this begins with this unveiling. Beloved, do not stop here, do not scroll away, for the journey is only now reaching its fullness. Every word you are hearing is an anchor in your soul, preparing you for the days to come. By the time the 24th of September arrives, you will not be questioning, you will be confirming. You will not be confused, you will be clear. You will not be broken, you will be built. Now let your voice echo back into the heavens. If this word is piercing your heart, if you feel the fire of truth, then type in the comments, I receive this exposure, I walk in freedom, I step into my destiny. Do not remain silent, because when you declare, you align yourself with the very armies of heaven. And do not keep this to yourself. Share this message boldly, because someone else is sitting in silence, someone else is wrestling with shadows, someone else needs the light of this truth. When you share, you are not just spreading words, you are spreading deliverance. When you share, you are not just sending a video, you are sending a lifeline. And I charge you again, subscribe and stay connected. This is not the end of God's messages for you. This is a stream, and streams never stop flowing. By subscribing, you anchor yourself in the river of revelation, ensuring that every time heaven speaks, your spirit is ready to hear. You are saying, I will not miss what heaven has for me. I will remain under the canopy of divine truth. So listen once more, before the 24th of September, a sign will confirm everything. The name that heaven exposed will no longer hide. Their mask will slip, their intent will show, their true face will stand revealed. And when that happens, you will remember these words and declare, God told me before it came. God shielded me before harm arrived. God lifted me before they could push me down. Stay steady, beloved. This is your hour of freedom, your hour of exposure, your hour of unstoppable elevation. Heaven has ordered it, God has spoken it, and your spirit has received it. Beloved child of light, remain still, for the waves of revelation are only beginning to rise. You think the message has reached its fullness, but heaven is never exhausted. God says, when I start to expose, I do not stop halfway. I finish what I begin. I remove not only the mask but also the residue, not only the shadow but also the stain, not only the person but also the influence they carried around you. Do you feel it? The air around you is no longer heavy. A strange clarity is filling your chest, like windows being thrown open in a darkened house. That is because exposure does not come alone, it is always accompanied by freedom. Every chain that was wrapped around your spirit, every hidden weight you did not even recognize you were carrying, is being cut away in this very moment. Heaven says, I order the atmosphere around you to change, I order the confusion around you to scatter, I order the heaviness in your house to lift now.